By the paedophile football coach Barry Bennell more than 30 years ago have lost a damages claim against football club Manchester City. The men allege they were groomed while playing for his youth teams and sued Manchester City over its relationship with him. Well, Katie Barnfield is at the High Court for us. And Katie, just talk us through what happened in court today.
Well, the 8 men had been trying to sue Manchester City Football Club for abuse they say they suffered at the hands of Barry Bennell between 1979 and 1985. And they say that this abuse took place at youth football clubs in the northwest of England, where Barry Bennell was a coach. But the nature of their claim against Manchester City was that they say that Bennell was also a scout for Manchester City during that time, and therefore the club's relationship with him amounted to employment, and so they should be held vicariously responsible for the abuse that he committed. But the judge here today has thrown out those arguments, saying that while he did accept that Bennell's relationship with City allowed him opportunities to abuse children, they say that the club never actually entrusted the welfare of the claimants to him, and therefore they could not be held legally responsible. The judge did also say, though, that the claimants had successfully proved they had been abused by Bennell and called Bennell a manipulative liar. Now, Barry Bennell is in prison currently, serving a sentence for the abuse of multiple children, and he actually gave evidence from prison in support of Manchester City in this case, where he said that he had been a local scout for them in the past, in the 1970s, but not at this time. Now, we've heard from lawyers who were representing these claimants in this case today, who say they are shocked and dismayed with this ruling, and they believe that Manchester City has escaped responsibility on a technicality. Now, the solicitor who was leading this claim has said, "My clients are incredibly disappointed by the behaviour of Manchester City Football Club. Not only have they refused to accept responsibility for the heinous crimes of Barry Bennell, they also called him as a witness to give evidence against my clients," something he said was callous. Now, we've also heard from Manchester City themselves, and while of course they were fighting to say that they couldn't be held legally responsible for Barry Bennell's abuse, they also say they have apologised both personally and publicly without reservation for the unimaginable suffering his survivors have experienced. Now, the claimants and their legal team both say that they don't accept the decision that has been made here in court today, and they are now planning to launch an appeal.
Katie, thanks very much.